In just 15 days, I have been able to clone a Faceless YouTube channel, and the best part is that I've also been able to gain over 55,000 subscribers in this short period, which is just insane. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I did it. This video is going to be really simple and straightforward. No bullshits. All you have to do is watch this video and follow all the steps I'm going to show you step by step. All right, with that out of the way, let the show begin. Okay, boys and girls, this is the channel that I cloned. It is called Mr. Nightmare. Now, I know you've probably heard about this channel, but I didn't just do exactly what they are doing. I implemented a different strategy and style that helped me get to 55,000 subscribers in just 15 days. And I'll be dropping these secrets throughout this video, so pay attention. Now, this channel uploads horror stories and their numbers are massive. I'm talking millions of subscribers and millions of views per video. So I decided to dig even much deeper to see how much money they were making. And oh boy, I was shocked. This channel was making $38,000 and possibly over $100,000 per month. And in the last 7 days alone, they'd made over $9,000 on the low end, which is just incredible. So I decided to start my own channel in the same niche, using the same strategies they were using, but in a different style. Instead of using actual images like they did, I actually used 3D animation to tell my stories. And everything from then has been history. So in this video, I'm going to show you the steps, the tools, and the strategies that I used to get over 55,000 subscribers. I'm going to show you how to get a channel that can make money from your very first post. I'll also show you how to create super addictive stories and write scripts. We'll also generate the visuals and animate them using another AI tool. And finally, we'll edit everything together using CapCut. This video is going to have everything you need to start and grow your own YouTube automation channel. So if you are ready, then let's start cooking. All right, in the first part of this video, we'll be talking about channel creation. Now, I know a lot of you guys already know how to do this, but let me show you a very new strategy to get a channel that will start making money from your very first video. So I have a friend who runs this website where you can buy fully monetized YouTube channels. These accounts have high quality Western audiences, are bot free, meaning the audience is actually real humans. Also, it saves you from the headache of having to get all the monetization requirements, because we all know that is a nightmare. I'll leave the link to this website in the description, so if you want to buy one for yourself, you can. And since I love you guys so much, I got you a surprise. Use the code VictorArthur at checkout and thank me later. Anyways, if you don't want to go the easy way, then you can create a brand new channel and grow it from scratch. Now that we have the channel sorted, the next thing we are going to be doing is creating our own horror story. To do this, we are going to be needing a script. Now, I could tell you to go use ChatGPT and ask it to create a horror story for you, but the problem is ChatGPT is sometimes generic and also comes up with unoriginal content. So I have done my research and I found a tool that can do just that for us. The tool I'm talking about is called DubDub. This tool has a lot of amazing features like text-to-speech, AI script writing, AI avatars, and a whole lot more. So I have left the link to it in the description, so click on it to follow along. Once you click on the link, you'll be taken to this interface. This is where you can read about all the features and tools that DubDub offers. You can read through if you want to. So the next thing is to create an account using your Google account or email address. This should be very easy, and I know you guys are not like my ex, so you can do it. Anyways, after signing up, you're greeted with this interface. Here, you must select the AI writing feature. On this next page is where you'll be entering your prompt. Now, I have placed a set of prompts you can use to generate awesome stories in a Google Doc, which you can access by joining my free Telegram group. So I'll copy one of those prompts and paste it here. So what the prompt does is that it basically tells the AI to craft a horror story about a particular topic in the first-person perspective. Keep in mind that the more detailed your story, the more unique and perfect the outcome is going to be. So DubDub will begin writing our story for us, and all you have to do is wait for it to cook. All right, DubDub has provided us with a very engaging script, which I think has massive potential of going viral. You can scroll through it and read through to see if you like it. If you don't, just rewrite it. All right, now that we have a script ready, the next thing is to get a voiceover for the script. This is also really simple to do. Once your script has been generated, all you have to do is click on the Generate Voiceover button at the top. You'll be brought to another interface where you can work on the voiceover. DubDub provides one of the best customizable voiceover softwares on the internet. You can add pauses in between texts and a whole lot more. You can even change the voice actor by clicking on more voiceovers. Here, you can select from their massive collection of voice actors. You can even choose animated voices like SpongeBob or Patrick, so feel free and explore. But since our video is a horror video, we will need a deep and spooky voice. So I'll go to the scary content tab. And one voice that I really like using is this called Tommy Murphy. It has that deep vibe that sends chills down your spine. Let's listen to it.
Those of Birmingham, we make our own rules. Cross this bridge, and it's the last mistake you'll ever make.
All right, so I'll select that one. To generate the voiceover, click on this play button right here and give it some time. After generating it, just click on export and select the file type. I'll go with MP3. Then hit export to download the voiceover onto your device. So now we have our script and voiceover. The next thing is to create the visuals, animate them, and put everything together. But before we start doing that, please click on the subscribe button and like this video. It really helps out the channel. All right, let's proceed. The first thing we will be needing is image prompts for the scenes in our story. This is going to help us generate each scene we will need in our video. To do this, copy your full script from DeepDub, then head over to ChatGPT. We will be using ChatGPT to get the image prompts for our story. So first, go to the Google Doc again and copy the image generation prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Then follow it by your full script and hit enter. ChatGPT is going to base our script and generate all the scenes in it and also give us fully detailed image prompts for each of them. This is really going to help us speed run the image generation process. All right, prompts are ready. I gotta say, ChatGPT really came through on these ones. Now it's time to turn them into actual visuals. We're gonna be using Google's Image FX for this, and honestly, this tool is a beast when it comes to keeping a consistent look across your designs. Since we're putting together a story, it's crucial that all our characters and backgrounds stay visually similar, and that's where Image FX becomes useful. So here's what we're gonna do. First, grab the first prompt you got from ChatGPT. Then head over to Image FX, and in this prompt box, paste it in and hit generate. Give it a few seconds to do its thing. Man, these results are actually better than I thought they'd be. But let me show you something that's going to take it even further, making sure everything stays visually consistent. When you're inside the settings, there's a little option to lock the seed. Turning that on makes a huge difference. It'll keep the style, colors, lighting, all of it the same across all your images, which is super important because we can't have our characters randomly switching up their looks every few scenes. Lock that in and start cranking out your scenes one after another. Now that we've got our images set and looking crisp, it's time to bring them into life by animating them. We're going to use a tool called Kling AI. This thing is next level when it comes to taking static images and turning them into high quality animations. Some of these animations honestly look close to Pixar standards. First up, sign in with Google. Once you're in, jump over to the AI video section, upload the image you want to animate, and it'll ask you to describe the movement you want. Keep your description simple and direct, say what the character should do or what's happening in the scene, and if you want to get fancy, throw in camera movements like a slow zoom or a side sweep. If you don't feel like thinking up descriptions yourself, you can just get ChatGPT to whip up some animation prompts for you. Makes life way easier. Also, small tip, before hitting generate, scroll down and change the animation time from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. It'll give your animation more breathing room, which makes everything feel a lot smoother when editing. Once everything's ready, click generate and let it cook. Now, if you're on the free version, the wait might be a bit longer, but if you upgrade, the animations come out way quicker. And there it is, the first animated scene. Let's look at it. Seriously, it's crazy how good these looks. Every time I see the final result, I'm still kind of shocked at how far AI has come. After that, it's just rinse and repeat for every part of your story until you've got a full collection of animated clips. Okay, visuals and animations are locked in. Voiceover is ready too. Now we need to add the final ingredient that'll really pull everything together. The music, you could just go grab a royalty-free track online, but if you want the vibe to really hit, I'm gonna show you a way to get music that feels tailor-made for your project. Quick thing first though, if you're feeling this breakdown so far, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, helps a lot. All right, back to it. Head back to your doc, grab the final prompt you saved for music and drop it into ChatGPT. It'll give you a few solid options you can use. Now we're gonna jump over to Suno AI for the actual music creation. Make an account, it's free, and you'll get 50 credits every day, which is plenty to work with. Paste your music prompt into Suno. Make sure you flip on the instrumental only option. If you don't, the AI might add random vocals, and we definitely don't want that for background music. Hit create, and it'll cook up 2 versions for you. Pick the one that fits your vibe the best, or if it's not quite there, just run the prompt again until you get a match. Another thing to make your project pop even more, sound effects. Totally optional, but adding small sounds here and there can make your video feel way more alive. Sites like Pixabay have a bunch of free sound effects you can download. Now it's time to stitch all of this together into the final video. I'm using CapCut for editing. It's free, super intuitive, and packed with features we'll need. Upload everything you've made, voiceovers, animations, music, sound effects. I like keeping things organized into different folders so it's easy to find stuff. Start by laying down all the voiceover clips in the right order on the timeline. Zoom in close and clean up the audio. Chop out any awkward pauses using the blade tool just press B. Once you're done cutting out all the silent parts, pull everything tight so it sounds smooth and natural. Make sure you bump up the voiceover volume too so it sits clearly above the music. After that, start placing your animated scenes over the voiceover, adjust the timing so what's happening on screen matches what's being said. If a clip is too short, no problem, you can just duplicate it and reverse the second copy. It tricks the viewer and keeps things feeling seamless without having to make a whole new animation. Once you've got the animations matching the voice, slide the background music underneath. Lower the music's volume so it's subtle and doesn't overpower the narration, then go through and sprinkle sound effects in at the right moments, only where they really add to the story or drama. Less is more here. Next up, captions. CapCut makes it dead easy. Just click the auto captions button, set it to English, and generate. Pick a clean, simple caption style that's easy to read and matches your aesthetic. Last thing to really make your video pop, color grading. Drop an adjustment layer over everything and tweak the colors a bit. Boost the contrast, lift the saturation, maybe brighten things just slightly. Makes a huge difference. Once everything's locked in and looking clean, export the final project. For a very high quality video, set it to 1080p and 60 FPS and you're good to go. Just let it render. All right, that's it. You've officially created your first horror story video. All you have to do is to upload it and keep on making more videos. All right, here is the final video.
I moved into the old house on the edge of town just over a month ago. The real estate agent had called it a fixer-upper, but I saw potential where others saw decay. The peeling wallpaper and creaky floorboards spoke of history, of lives once lived. I imagined the stories embedded in the wood, the laughter and tears that had echoed through the halls. It felt right, an escape from my chaotic life. A chance to start anew. From the moment I stepped inside, the air was thick with something I couldn't quite name. It wasn't just dust, it was a heaviness that pressed down on my chest. I brushed it off as the weight of my own expectations. I had dreams to realize, art to create. I set to work, scrubbing surfaces, painting walls. But the deeper I went into the house, the more I felt that I was not alone. It started with the whispers. At first, I thought it was the wind slipping through the cracks, a trick of acoustics. But then I heard words, soft, unintelligible murmurs that seemed to beckon me. Come closer, they seemed to say. We're